Hello guys, I just pulled this read here. I thought it was a little bit interesting. I thought I'd share it with you guys. I'm going to call it a collective. In the heart of the situation we had the adventurer here, the Page of Wands. So somebody who's young and you know, a younger individual, I believe. Out there seeking like adventure, you know, like most young people do, you know. They wanna, they wanna go out there and experience things, right? And I'm all about that, right? I'm a hardcore hermit, so I'm all about experiencing things, and I can appreciate that. But we also got illusions, and the illusion of many options. This guy's in awe of all these options, like, and this is, like I say, I can relate to this because I too once was a young adventurer, and I can. This is this is our one weakness, right? Is illusions, right? Because it's like, oh, something shiny, something over there, something over there. You gotta try them all out, right? But a lot of these are gonna lead to conflict, and like I say, they're all learning experiences. I don't think any of them are bad. Even the illusions themselves aren't that bad. It's because you learn from them, right? You learn from them, and you're young, and you're gonna experience them, and it's, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's better to experience them. I'm just gonna say that anything you come out of a little wiser is I'm not gonna call it that because it's wisdom, right? And maybe other people don't prescribe to this, but I always had to learn things the hard way, right? So I can relate to that. So I'm thinking this is a younger person's reading, though, like somebody who's younger, maybe in their 20s or something like that. I wish I could go back there. And then in the challenge we got the Magician here, which is number 1 in the tarot, right after the Fool. The Fool meets the Magician, right? So I'm thinking the challenge is to take all these illusions. Somebody's placing illusions in front of you. If you're a younger person and you're out there like seeking out your truth, and you're adventuring, and like you should be out there adventuring. You should be experiencing life, you know. Well, do it while you're young, right? I think your challenge, though, is to transmute these illusions and these illusions and conflict. Transmute these illusions and, sorry, I thought the camera kicked out there. Transmute these illusions and this conflict into something good. I don't know, whatever you're interested in. What do you like doing? What is it that you picture yourself doing 20 years from now? What is it that you enjoy doing? What is it you enjoy doing right now? What is it you enjoy doing? Try transmuting all this. I think somebody's trying to take advantage of you, creating conflict and putting illusions in front of you, maybe because, I don't know. They see a young man. It might even be an older person who's doing this, who's seeing a younger man or woman, could be a woman, placing illusions in front of them, maybe getting them to create conflict. Maybe, but your challenge is to transmute this and to see through it, because the Magician is he's got all 4 elements, and that's basically, you know, you got the whole world at your fingertips. You're young. You're as they say, full of piss and vinegar, and out there, you know, experiencing things. And that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing. You know, don't let anybody tell you that. You know what? Go and experience things for yourself. Listen to your inner self is what I'd say. The hermit's always going to tell you to listen to your inner voice. And what is your inner voice saying? What is... do you really need to be in these conflicts? Do you really need all these illusions? Like, they may not even look like illusions to you. They may look like real things, but test them, test them. Put everything under your microscope and, like I say, experience them. You don't know until you taste, right? But I know what it's. I remember what it. I remember what it's like. You know. But yeah, I think that's your challenge: is to transmute these and find out which ones are real and which ones are illusions. And you really need all this conflict. And what are you gaining out of it? Think about it. Are you gaining? What are you gaining out of it? Are you feeding? Are you actually gaining something out of it, or are you just feeding your pride? And subconsciously, what you're thinking about is sadness and waiting and planning. You're planning for the future. See how he's got the oh, whoops, wrong one. See how he's got the globe in his hand there? This always reminds me of Scarface at the beginning there, where it says the world is yours, and it really is. The world is yours. It's out there for you to experience, and it's out there for you to learn and experience and plan for the future. And subconsciously, you're also thinking about some kind of sadness. You might have had some loss that you're thinking about. Maybe you lost a loved one. Maybe you're getting. This one to me always means getting over addictions, because it's like you got to cross that river, and you got to leave behind these 2 cups that, you know, may have been your best friend. Maybe it was after losing a loved one. Maybe after losing a loved one. You really had no one to turn to, so you had to turn to these 2 cups here, which could have been addictions. It could have been anything that helps, you know, kill the pain, right? But I'd say lean on this one. Subconsciously, like, plan for the future. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, because only you can do that, right? I'm not going to be one of those, you know, don't do this, don't do that, because how do you know, right? But sometimes it is better not to go down this road and to lean more on this one. That's all I'm going to say. In the past, you had, yeah, I think that I'm feeling this is a younger person's read. In the past, you had your wish fulfilled. You had your wishes fulfilled in the past. And you had strength. This could be Leo energy. You could be a Leo. Could be a Leo. You had your wishes fulfilled, and what is this strength? What is this strength? You have some kind of strength in the past. I'm gonna pull on that right now. What is this strength that this Aquarius had in the past here? What is this strength that you have? Holy Spirit. Oh, okay. Investments. Looking over your investments. Okay, so in the past you had some investments. Maybe you're living off of investments, or maybe you're looking at, like, where's this all gonna lead? Like, you know how when you're young you wonder about shit like that. You're like, what's gonna happen? You got so many questions, right? These are earthly things too. This is Pentacles, so this is like earthly matters. You're thinking about, like, physical, like, touch and feel things, right? Like, where is this gonna lead me, like, 10 years from now? You know, that's your strength. Apparently, is you could be an earth sign. Could be an earth sign. And presently, what you have is I'm hoping this isn't you, but this is maybe you have somebody trying to humiliate you or cause some kind of cruelty to you right now. Maybe that's you with your back turned, and somebody's decided to make you their enemy, put you on their to-do list, as they say, you know what I mean? To try and, maybe you've irked somebody, you're like irritated them, or irritated their demon somehow. And it's making things difficult for you. but you got presently you got protection. And this is your protection right here. This is what somebody's intending for you, but these guys are jumping in and blocking that shit right now. So you do got protection, whether it be your ancestors, angels, or God himself. I don't know if you believe in God, but whatever you prescribe to, somebody's blocking this out right now. And I'm thinking it's because you're young, and maybe it was maybe it's a passed on loved one that maybe seen that is seeing something that maybe you don't even know. Maybe you don't even know somebody's attacking you right now. The way that just fell, I'm thinking that whoever's trying to cause this for you, that's what's gonna happen to them. So because somebody's looking out for you, and they just wound up reversed. So when they landed there, so in the future you have gaining control of your environment, which is a very important thing. And this is in the future, so this could be it could be a cancer, or this could be just gaining control of your environment, moving ahead. Like you're gonna be moving ahead with what is this in the future here? What is this, Holy Spirit? Sorry, this popped up here. What is this? Can you tell me more about this future here, gaining control of the environment? What is it? Are they getting control of? Or oh, that's a lot, Spirit. Okay. Okay, so there's something hidden. You could be dealing with and there's strong cancer in this read. You could be dealing with a cancer, Piscean. I don't know how to fucking say that. I'm sorry, guys. There's two dogs there. See, that's you. That's the little lobster there. You could be a Cancerian. It could be a crab, but it's not really a crab though. It's like a crayfish. But see, he's got to go down this path, and there's two dogs there fighting or howling at the moon or whatever the hell they're doing there. And he's got to go down that path, and he's got to go right in between them. And the trick, like you know how it says in the Bible, the path is straight and narrow, it's not windy and whatever. You got to go through that straight path. You can't go around these dogs. You got to go straight through them. And there's light and there's dark there. There's balance. The only way to get past those dogs is to be balanced and balance your dark and your light. And then you'll walk through them unnoticed, because you're walking the straight and narrow. You're walking down that path straight. You're not veering too far off either way. You know what I mean? You're not. You got to be balanced. It's like walking a tightrope to get through there. And that's what those towers are too, light and dark, right? And the moon is the only light you have, which is hidden. So you're going to have to lean on your, not to your own understanding, but like lean into your inner knowing, into your, I want to say God. You're going to have to lean on God to go through to get through this. Or because if you lean either way, the path, once you veer off the path, it leads to destruction, right? So one of these dogs are just going to grab you and rip you up, and the other one's going to see it, and then he's going to rip the other party up. And so balance is needed here. And wow, King of Wands in the future too. So this could be, I'm thinking this is you in the future. The King of Wands, if you can tame both of those beasts and, like, you know, not feed one too much or the other one too much. Dog you feed the most is gonna win, right? But if you feed them both the same, you're gonna walk down that straight and narrow path, and you're not gonna fall into destruction, right? Because the dogs are gonna be like, this guy's okay. You walk right in between them, right? And you also might not be noticing the blessings that are around you, because you are being blessed. You may not know this, but see how Spirit's handing you a gift right there? And you kind of got your arms shrugged there, and he's like, you know, notice, you know, give thanks for little things. Give thanks for little things, because they may not be that little, you know what I mean? sometimes the gifts that Spirit gives you are very subtle. He doesn't come out and beat a drum and blow a trumpet every time he gives you something, right? So, I don't know. Give thanks to little things. And influencing this is the way you're influencing this. Well, not really you. This is actually Spirit handing you something here. He's handing you a gift right now, whether you know it or not. So, like I say, give thanks for it. And I'm drawn to this portal back here. I don't know. It looks like just a shrub, but you know how the sky's different there almost? It's like a little different. This is like going within, which is if you go within, you could literally like look at things a lot different. I think that's what this gift is. This gift, I know it's material. This is Pentacles, so it's material, taste, touch, and feel. But when you learn to go within that portal and learn about yourself and be the hermit and shed your light on the dark parts of yourself that nobody wants to look at, and actually expose them and like learn to accept them. You know what I mean? Learn to okay, well, this is why I'm like that. This is why I'm like this. And learn to love yourself. You know. But you gotta go through that portal. You gotta be brave enough to go through there and look at that, you know. And maybe that's when these gifts will be bestowed to you, right? And your hopes and fears are judgment. You're fearing judgment right now, right? You're fearing, well, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? You know what? And the only way you can know that is by going through that portal and literally touching base with, you know, the universe. And well, I'm not gonna say don't fear God, because when you realize how powerful God is, like, I think everybody fears him, but it's a healthy fear though. It's like when you know he's on your side, and really who then can you may fear God, yeah. Because he is a scary individual. I'll give him that. he is a very scary individual. But, because literally he can end everything that you've ever, he can rub out your whole existence, right? But, when you got that behind you, you don't have nothing else to fear. That's one good thing about it. That's the main thing. Because there is no more fear. You know, once you've faced that fear, there's no more fear. And the lens you're looking through is you could be trying to control things a bit. You could maybe be a little bit of a control freak. You could be an Aries. You could be possibly looking for a career in the government. There's a lens you're looking through maybe, but you're waiting for your ships to come in. You wanna be your own boss. You want to be the boss. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, say maybe you want to start your own business. Maybe this is you. This is a merchant with his ships out on the water there, and he's waiting for his ships to come in and pay him off, right? He's a merchant, and he sent his ships out to foreign lands, and they went and sold their merchandise, and they're coming back, and you're waiting for your shit to come in, right? So you want to be your own boss, and I can appreciate that a lot. Nobody wants to be, well, some people, you know, that is, like, they're comfortable in that, but I'm not getting that from you. You want to be your own boss. You want to make your own decisions, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta, like, you're young now, you gotta start now if you want to do that. You gotta, in the environment, I like this. This is what I like about this read, is you got the truth in your environment. So you're learning truth. The truth is out there, and not only are you learning it, but you're shedding light on it. You got the sun right here. I'm thinking you're a Leo. Whoever you are, I'm thinking you're a Leo. You're shedding light on this truth that you've found out. Whatever it is, you found out the truth, and it's a very powerful truth, and you're shedding light on it. You want to shed light on it, because it's, some people like to hide the truth, but This truth will always come out eventually, but you're not that type of person. You're the type of person that you found this truth, and you want everybody to know them. You want everybody. You want to celebrate with everybody. You want to be happy, because this is the happiest card in the deck. Your outcome is, oh, wow. Outcome is heartbreak. But you know, you learn from heartbreak. Everybody has their heart broken sooner or later. Maybe you broke up. You're gonna get your relationship you're in right now. Maybe it's not gonna work out. Maybe you put all your eggs in one basket. And everybody does that when they're young, right? They think, oh, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. But you know what? It doesn't always work out the way you think it's gonna work. As much as you'd want it to work out, right? So you're going to deal with heartbreak. That's what it's saying in your outcome. You're going to deal with heartbreak. We all do from time to time, right? But you're going to meditate on that. And it's the slow. You're going to walk the slow. I'm taking it that right now you got this pentacle. And this is the slowest moving knight. But you're young. So that's no big deal. You're slow. Maybe you got a job where right now you have to work like whatever you're doing. Maybe you have to work a bunch of shifts, like long hour shifts, and you don't like it and whatever, and you know, I'm not gonna tell you that, you know, just follow your heart, even though it's gonna get broken, you know, when those swords finally do get pulled out, when they get pulled out, it leaves a spot for more love to go in, right? And when those swords get pulled out, there's like an empty spot in there, and then next time you put love in, there's even more, and you're wiser from it, you know. So, and you're gonna need to meditate to deal with that. And yeah, you're slow moving knight. You're an earth sign. I'm getting you're an earth sign. You might have Leo in your chart somehow. I don't know how, but you could be a leader. That's maybe where the Leo comes in. Is you are a leader, because the lens you're looking through is you want control, because leaders, they need control, right? They need control. And it's upright, so it's not in a bad way. And yeah, you're gonna have, it's gonna be a slow journey, but you know, you got all the time in the world. And I'm not gonna say all the time in the world, but you got a lot of time because you're young. And don't let naysayers knock you off your path, because remember, your path has to go through in the future. Your path, you're gonna have to face these two dogs, and you're gonna have to control both of those dogs. You're gonna have to put a leash on both of these dogs and tame them, the light and the dark. You're gonna have to tame both of them, and you're gonna need perfect balance to go down that path without getting ripped apart. But you can do it, because you got the light above you that's gonna help you, right? Wow. Right now you're in your emotions. See how the crayfish is in the water right now. You're young and you're in your emotions, and you're gonna learn to tame that. You're gonna learn to tame that. That's one of the biggest tricks to taming these dogs, is learning how to tame your emotions, right? But that's normal. Everybody's like that when you're young, right? This is where the outcome. This is gonna make all the difference. This is meditation. This is you know, learning to be still and listen to your inner voice. Bottom of the deck got poverty, so you could be a little low on funds right now. But don't let that get you down. Don't get that down. Like I say, everything's done. Learn to enjoy the little things, and they're not even the little things. You'll find out that they're actually the big things, worth a lot more than that. Yeah, it's just poverty. Like, could be dealing with poverty right now. But you notice how there's a church window right there? Like, they're right outside the church. Look at these guys. They look like they're hobbling around in the snow like a bunch of hobos or whatever. Which, whatever, they could be hobos. But you know, all you gotta do is walk in that church, and they'll get a warm meal. And you know what? There's people there that can help them out, like spiritually, like spiritual wealth. You know what I mean? So that's always an option too. So good luck on your quest.